po yung anticipated or yung injuries po na ina-anticipate natin just in case the 7.2 magnitude earthquake happens. And there are contingency plans po. The surge capacity, 10% of the authorized hospital i-increase po.
That means bibili siya ng kama, monitors, and additional personnel na kailangan natin kunin din from the other hospitals. So ang tutulong sa atin sa Metro Manila is Region 3. So yung JB Lingad, yung Johnny Villanueva, yung Paulino J. Garcia, at sa South, Batangas, Bataan Medical Center, Bataan General Hospital. So we will be helped by Region 3 and Region 4A in case kulangin yung hospital surge capacity natin with those numbers of injured estimated.
Sec, last words po and also message for our kababayans po who are now also preparing po for any calamities in the future.
So my only message to the Filipino people is the Department of Health is ready. We're increasing our readiness, our state of readiness with this command conference here at the Jose N. Rodriguez. In fact, one of my instructions to Director Pamaran is that I want to convert this into my alternate emergency operations center in case Tayuman is badly affected. So I'll now have two. East Avenue is the other one, but I expect East Avenue to be overburdened with many cases. Jose N. Rodriguez might be an ideal place, and it's also nearer Region 3 because our government plan is to put the government offices in Clark in case Metro Manila is affected by a big one. So yung aming hospital sa South masyadong malayo, Batangas. So the regular option, even our stockpile of medicines and Hemby stockpile is actually in a warehouse in Clark. So and with the other OCD and the other department offices. So nandoon talaga, and the plan of the big one plan is actually to move the government center there. So I think this is an ideal ang tawag na gold, silver, bronze command. So baka dito natin lagay yung silver command for the front lines and to run all the other hospitals of Metro Manila. So I'm asking also to build that. And for the rest of the staff of the Jose N. Rodriguez, maraming salamat for your patience to listen to all the plans. I think you now go to your specific departments and play what role you will be making during the time. Orthopedics department may play an important role in times of earthquakes. We also want to thank all the medical center chiefs here and the representatives for presenting their plans. Pwede magkopyahan. This is the only exam na pwede pong magkopyahan ng mga ginawa ng iba. Kasi yung iba maganda yung plano, iba may konting dagdag. We copy the examples of the others. I like specifically that MOA with the school in front of that very forward-looking to use the school as your temporary in case your hospital is badly damaged. That's surge capacity thinking. So I want now everybody to be thinking about earthquakes and thinking about surge capacity, thinking about, meron pa hindi na mention, ano yung tinatawag namin in emergency care called business continuity plan. In the government, we call it public service continuity plan. So aside from doing the surge capacity and the disaster plan, the thing you'd have to think of is how to do the continuity plan. Because normally, ang original plan, all hands on deck. You can't do that in an earthquake because an earthquake, madaming homeless, we will probably stay on an emergency for weeks or months. So you have to find a way to make sure that there will be rotation and that after 1 week, hindi pwedeng pagod na lahat ng nasa ospital. So you need to have a level of rotation, and that's called the public service continuity plan. So we need to continue to deliver babies. We need to continue to treat patients who have cataract. We need to treat patients with dialysis. We need to treat patients with heart attack. So ito yung hindi natin masyadong nagawa nung nag-COVID. Kasi nung nag-COVID, one disease lang ang inisip natin. Kaya ang dami nating excess deaths. We are criticized as having very high excess deaths, but we have very low deaths from COVID. Hindi ko rin gusto yon. Gusto ko, all, tawag na doon emergency and essential care must continue. Pati yung mga elective surgery, magiging emergency yon pag hindi na operahan. I just visited a cole patient na elderly. Ang ganda pala ng practice dito ng surgery. Pag elderly, tinatawagan pagka may slot sa operating room para magawa yung elective surgery niya. Kasi sa amin sa PGH, hinihintay na lang namin mag-emergency yun sa dami ng pasyente. But